Hello. Another lovely day. At least I'm employed. My bills are paid. I don't know where my microphone is. I forgot to check. So hopefully it's in a good location. And hopefully you can hear me and the noise isn't too bad. I might stop for half a second here. I just double check my microphone. And hopefully not get run over. Know what I mean? But anyways, today I was going to say I'm in fear for my life, but I'm actually in fear of. There's my microphone, so it should be good. Damn skeeters are already attacking me. They're horrible right now. But I'm actually in fear of my wife. Why? Because today is her birthday. Lovely, huh? Did I get her anything? The bills are paid. That's about all I got her. I'm kind of broke. I did fix a window. I don't know if that counts. We replaced the pane of glass we had boarded up from the hurricane. And I put new glazing and all that stuff around it. That frog was hopping. I'm sorry. I have like the AD with the HD, the high definition Haylick squirrel disease. So if that bothers you, I'm sorry. It's just how my brain's wired. It's a lot of caffeine, a lot of nicotine, sometimes a few other things, and it's like in 10 different directions at the same time. So it is. Where were we? Oh yeah. Today is my wife's birthday. So if y'all don't hear from me for a few days, these rice fields out here, you might want to do a search for like fat bitch out here floating in the water. Probably be fatter. I'll probably be bloated by then. So we will see how that goes. See how angry she is at me. She usually doesn't get me anything, so hopefully she's not too offended. But my wife is all of like 5'2". And as some of y'all know, dynamite comes in small packages. And she is no exception. All that dust. Oh, that was a big grasshopper. Sorry, dude. What's left of you? But yeah, you haven't lived till you've been hit with Texas grasshoppers, especially those big West Texas ones that leave a splat on your windshield the size of like a softball. Those things are insane. It's like bam, 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 like a machine gun. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's her birthday. And I didn't forget, I just have no money. And oh, I was talking about her size and all that. Well, all of about 5'2", brown-eyed brunette, big ass, thick thighs, absolutely beautiful. And meaner than hell. I mean, it's cute, don't get me wrong. We look like Mutt and Jeff. I'm like a foot taller than her. So, she's cute when she's mad. And there's a good chance she's just going to be absolutely fucking adorable when I get home. We probably passed Matt already. That dust from the yard's making me cough. I need to look in the direction I want to go, and I'm like looking off in the stars and shit, and nervous and twitchy and all that shit, and I smell something dead. And I don't know when my charge is going to end, so I don't know when I'm going to end this. And it may randomly decide that, hey, we need to end this conversation. So if it does, I'm sorry. Just know that's what happened, because I got like 30-something% charge on there right now. I started off with like 41, 42, something like that. Is this the definition of bravery? Being scared and doing it anyways. Walking into the face of danger. Well, I'm riding, but I will be walking. I won't ride my bike in the house. She won't let me ride my bike in the house. I've tried, and she won't let me bring it in the front door. So that's kind of where we're at on that subject. While she is cute when she's mad, she does have a pretty good right hook. So it's something to watch out for. And make sure nothing is in her hands that she can swing. There's obviously the duck, turn sideways, grab her hands, twist them around, and like tie them like a straight jacket. That's when you kind of bring her to the floor and talk sweetly and try to calm her down. That dog wasn't nice today. He was nicer this morning. You know, all the I love yous and all that stuff. I don't know if that actually works. I'm too big for anyone to do that to me. So I've never went out with, like, you know, The Big Show or Andre the Giant or anything like that. So yeah, I take a swing. It's on. There's none of that cute shit. So yeah, it's her birthday and I haven't bought her anything. I'm not poor, I'm broke. My bills are paid. I had some extra bills to fix some damages and haul some stuff off. All that. They still haven't hit where I live picking up debris. They've hit a couple of neighborhoods near us. I'm hoping they get there soon, but I couldn't wait for that long with all them limbs and everything. So I had them hauled off. My mower's broke, so I've been paying a guy to mow my lawn, and it's not really worth fixing. There's some little internal parts. I kind of know what happened to it. And it's a boat anchor at the moment. That's about all it's going to be, is a boat anchor. So I am in the market for a new mower. I'm in the market for a lot of things. I don't have any money put back for the trip now because I had to spend it this week. Because I got to pay the cable bill, I got to pay the phone bill, I just paid the house note. I paid a note on a Harley the week before. Next week I will be paying, well, this Friday I will be paying another Harley, and then the following week I'll be paying a car note and then a house note, and the cycle starts all over. It's just repetitive. And why do I feel like something is biting my inner thigh? Like Jesus Christ. Is that a bug? You ever feel like a bug tried to fly up your nose? It's not a comfortable feeling. Neither is stalling your bike in front of a car. Oh, it's getting froggy. Or at least my visor was. You got these little like gnats and moths and all that stuff flying around. It's getting cool enough that they're like, oh my god, I can move. I'm not gonna die. Oh, they're gonna die. Something's probably gonna eat them. Oh, there's smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And it makes you check your bike to think if something's wrong with it. You know what I mean? Any little smell out here will make you think, is there something wrong with my bike? Am I burning something on my bike? What is that smell? You smell another car go by and it's like, hold on. I found a use for cruise. I can scratch. I can use cruise and I can scratch. But, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm in fear of my wife. But, oh yeah, all the little bugs and stuff going bing, bing, bing off of everything. It's so hot down here in the summer. It's starting to cool off a little bit. Yeah, it's like 93. Ride to work. I got sleeves on because it was like 78, 80 degrees and it's kind of chilly. Some of y'all in the south will understand what I mean. That stung. I feel like I'm being attacked. I swear I didn't park my bike in a fire ant's nest. And just for to let you know, if you've ever had the chance to do that or ever do, don't do it. It's not good. I swear there's like one little general ant and he controls all the other ants and he's saying like, not now, not now, hold. He's getting everybody into position. Hold your fire. Like some Civil War general, wait until you can see the white of their eyes. But he's waiting until they all get up about waist level, right about your belly button. From the belly button down, you've got a few thousand of these little fuckers, you know? And they all bite at the same time. Those are fire ants. Any of y'all in the south that have had to deal with them know exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? There's got to be like one little general ant that runs up there and he's telling them to hold their fire. And they get all in position and they all, it's like in synchrony, they all bite at once. I ain't met a fire ant I like. You can kill all of them. There's usually a couple people every year down here get killed by them things. Like, no bullshit. It's usually some older person that falls down mowing the lawn, something like that. And they fall in like one of these 4-foot tall mounds. We'll have mounds 2, 3, 4 foot tall. I've heard of them bigger. I think 4 foot's about as tall as I've seen. And I used to live out towards San Antonio, and people wouldn't ride their horse by themselves. If the horse stepped in a hole, fell on them, they were scared the fire ants would kill them before they could get any help. I don't know if that ever actually happened to anyone, but people were scared of it. So it's not just the hogs that'll eat you alive, the gators that'll get you in the water, the cottonmouth, which we do got a lot of cottonmouth, and the timber rattlers, and the recluse spiders, and the black widows, and all that shit. And we got a few other varieties of snake, you know, copperheads. It's just not a good idea when you walk outside. You smell cucumbers and you ain't smelling cucumbers. It's not good. And Africanized bees, I'm sure they're up here by now. Regular ones are bad enough. I'm not allergic to bees. I am allergic to wasps. And my sister is allergic to ants. And they are very, very closely related. If you've ever seen an ant with wings, looks just like a wasp, doesn't it? And their venom, they're not poisonous, they are venomous. Their venom is very similar between the two. And my sister's allergic to the fire ants, and I am allergic to wasps. I will swell up like the elephant bitch. I'm fine if they don't sting me in like the throat or the face or something. As long as they don't do that, I'm good. 4, 3, 2. Anybody else grow up with the count? Anybody else grow up on PBS because you didn't have cable? See, I'm getting more than that 7 minutes. They say it goes through your head after you die. All your best memories. I'm getting them all now. And I think of PPS, Mr. Rogers, Henrietta Pussycat. Oh yeah. Mr. what's his name? Ross painting. There's like an urban legend that all those paintings are where he buried bodies when he was in Alaska. It's kind of like the urban legend about Mr. Rogers, that he was some military badass, and he wasn't. It's just one of those rumor things, you know. Urban legend. Well, you look it up and actually he wasn't. So, kind of the same with the other guy being a serial killer. Well, probably not. Thundercats. Jim. I remember those days. I remember when we got our first color TV. That was in like 1989 we finally got one. I mean, the stations were broadcasted in color long before then. We didn't have no money. And in most families, the black and white TV, if the kids got a TV, that's the one they got. I didn't get a black and white TV. I never had a TV in my room growing up. I didn't even have a bed. Like the house we had in Oklahoma, it was like this 2-room trailer. And my bedroom was, I guess, supposed to be a powder room. It had a closet. And like cut out into the wall was like this, like a little dresser thing with a top and a mirror. Like you could sit there and do your makeup, that sort of thing. And I could reach out and touch both walls. Put one hand on one wall, one hand on the other. Not a problem. And I slept on the floor. And the bad thing is we didn't have central air or anything like that. We had a kerosene stove, like one of them that's meant for like your garage. Has like that big circular wick in it. and that was our heat in the wintertime. And in the summertime, you just found something to do outside. You weren't really allowed inside anyways if you were a kid. And so, you know, mom and dad's home, he'd sleep in the living room. Mom, you'd have the curtains hung up holding the heat in, and I got to sleep in my room freezing my fucking ass off. But hey, it prepared me for life later on when I was in North Dakota freezing my ass off in a truck that wouldn't warm up, and yeah, I'm used to it. So who knew that was going to prepare me for life as an adult? At least I had a room. It's technically a closet, I guess. If it was a room. It's still on. I don't know what my charge is. I don't know if it's gonna make it. I don't know if I'm gonna make it at this point. I'm scared, man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bouncy bouncies. Bouncy fancy. No ridges, no lumps, no valleys, no bumps. Oh, there's a lot of valleys and bumps. Ooh. Sure gets worse every time. Testing the stock suspension out. I wish I had the money to put like a badass suspension on this bike. I just don't. You can have a Harley Davidson or you can have money. You can't have both. I think that's how this goes. You can have a Harley or you can have money. Because even if you have an older Harley and it's paid off and you don't have notes, you got stuff you're doing to it. Unless you catch it in that sweet spot after it's already kind of been put how you want it. You know? I would honestly rather Harley Davidson did my services. I'm tired of turning wrenches. But I'm also not going to pay fucking $700. Now, I'll do a 3-hole every time if I do it myself. They want to do a 3-hole every time, and the service manual doesn't even call for a 3-hole every time. You know? Oh, there's gravel. And more gravel. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it don't. I've seen it worse. It just, I was looking at those little bitty pieces. I'm like, yeah, it looks like ball bearings. Yeah, I mean, I said it before. If they found something wrong with it and it needed to be fixed, or there's something extra that needed to be done, I mean, because what are they going to do? They're going to pull all the holes, they're going to drain everything out, they're going to fill it up, they're going to look over it with a flashlight. Nothing's leaking, nothing's shiny where it shouldn't be. You know, nothing's cracked. Brakes feel good. They might leave that pin up there. You know, if nothing else is due for service and it's not leaking, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, you know, maybe adjust your bolt or your chain. Most of the time, they're probably not even going to do that. They're going to drain the oil. They'll tighten your belt up if they need it. They're going to feel the brake. Ooh, feel the clutch. Over here. Alright, it's good. I don't see anything dripping out of it. Let her go. And I'm not paying $700 for that. I'm just not doing it. Trying to keep my mind off the hell that awaits me. I'm scared, man. footsies out here. I could not ride this bike with the mids on it if I didn't have these bars up front. I got the Bung King 2-step high step bars up front, and they work really good for highway pegs, and without that there is no way. I mean, mustache bars would work on this bike too. Some mustache bars and some highway pegs on them, that would work great, whether you had forwards or mids. But I like the control with the mids, but I can't leave my feet back there all the time or I'll get a cramp in my hip. And I mean, my legs are bent enough that they actually work, because you don't want your leg completely straight out there on your bars. You want a little bend. You know what I'm talking about, where, you know, your foot's comfortable on it, there's some weight behind it, and it'll sit there in place. You know? That's what you want. I mean, I can put my foot over the top of it. Which is another thing, because when you go on a trip, you start looking for places to put your feet. And if this had rear pegs on it, I haven't put the rear pegs on it yet. I want to, I just haven't. There'll be another place I can put my feet, because on my fat bob, I'll move my feet from the front, on top of the mustache bars, to the highway pegs, and then I'll put my heel on the, you know, the footboards, and my toes on the highway pegs, and I'll put my feet on the footboards, then I'll move my feet back to the passenger pegs, and I'll move my feet forward. Yeah, you start looking for places to put your feet. And with these Bung King 2-step high step bars, you can look through my videos. I got a video of when I was installing them. With those on here, it's not a problem. So I can put my feet up there, I can stretch them out, I can do what I need to do. And hopefully I can make this turn without getting run over. If I can't, well, it's been nice knowing you. Did not get run over. Good. I was questioning that car behind me. I question everything anymore. I question me anymore. I'm very questionable. Not very answerable though. I got all kinds of questions. That would suck to go off over there. Nice deep ditch. Gotta get that revenue from the state. Can't have the school flooding. Got some good drainage right here. They got school year going too long anymore. They don't really get 3 months off, or, you know, basically 3 months off anymore. They get like 2.5. You know, we used to get out of school in May, and we'd go back, what was it, last week of August, 1st of September kind of thing. You know, your first report card was around Halloween. Depends if you had 8 weeks or 6 weeks. How your school did it. And some schools do that year-round thing. I've heard pros and cons. You know, we got some schools around here that do it. We never did. Summertime was all farm work. And getting in trouble with your friends. And we could find lots of trouble. Depending on where it was, like when I lived with my cousins, when my parents were looking for a home, you know, for a while I lived with them, then we were just homeless. They got into an argument and, well, I couldn't live there no more. Wasn't my fault. It was the adults, whatever was going on with them. I know what it was, but I'm not going to mention that here. And that was probably the most fun of my childhood. I got these 3 cousins I was living with. They're all boys, and I didn't have a bike, so I would run to keep up with them. And they had their bikes, and I could keep up with them. I did keep up with them. I would beat them in races. I used to be fast. I used to run track. That's before 27 years of driving a fucking truck. And hitting a tree and getting impaled on another tree and all kinds of other injuries. My lungs being shot to hell. My back being screwed up. Old age is fun. I'm not technically old yet. I'm like at the upper middle age, I guess. I'm not 50 yet. I do have an AARP card. Because my wife is 50. I like them older. You can have those 20-year-olds. Goddamn, who the fuck would want one of them? Who would want a 20-year-old anything when you're in your 40s? I'm sure some people do. Hey, if that works for you, more power to you. Awesome. I hope it works out great for you. I just don't see how that would ever work with me. I need someone my age or a little bit older. Like, what are you going to talk about? I don't know. I don't think I could handle the Pokemon. But anyways, thanks for the conversation. I'm getting close to home. I may be getting close to my death. I don't know what the fuck I just ran over, but I ran over something. I'm still upright, so we're good. I need to stop here. I need to get something. Words, man, have problems with words. Sometimes. And I'm nervous. And I have, what is that, 6%? I don't know. I'm froggy. There we go. 16%, so that's not bad. But I will let you go. Thank you. Wish me luck. I may have a black eye tomorrow. I may have to get stitches. I don't know. We'll find out. I may get attacked. And it may be a good thing. I don't know. We shall see. But anyways, thank you so much for listening to me ramble on about bullshit. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, share it out there. And I'll catch you later. So, adios, con Dios, sayonara, nashla, ciao. And y'all watch yourselves. Deuces, yeah.